We welcome you back to Ebru today. Well, some experts believe that shunning foods with gluten, a protein found in wheat, rye, and barley, can actually help with weight loss. And there's a lot of celebs like Gwyneth Paltrow and Oprah who have reportedly gone on gluten-free diets for just that reason. But does it really work? Well, to get that answer, we are joined by Dr. Jana Klauer, metabolism and nutrition expert, to ask that very question. And okay, does it work? That's the top question first, and then we're going to go into what gluten intolerance is and gluten-free diets.
Yes, well, some people, if they have a sensitivity to gluten, may be helped by going on a gluten-free diet. Yeah.
So what exactly is gluten intolerance? I mean, we didn't hear about this 20, 30 years ago. All of a sudden, it's the latest craze.
Exactly. Well, gluten is a protein found in wheat, rye, and barley, and some people are not able to digest it very well. There is a genetic element to it, so you must have the gene.
Do you think that it's something, I mean, like I said, we haven't heard about this, like peanut allergies. All of a sudden, it's just something that's new in our diets. Why are we seeing this now?
Well, no one knows the exact cause, but the incidence is definitely increasing, and it's not just that we're diagnosing it better. It's in other countries too. It's worldwide. The incidence of gluten intolerance or celiac disease is increasing, and the reason why.
No, I was going to say, what are some of the symptoms?
The symptoms are diarrhea, bloating, digestive problems related to when you consume the grains. So you asked about the causes, and there are two things that stand out. We don't know for sure, but in the past 50 years, we have been producing more bread, and we now grow the high yield strains of wheat worldwide. So previously we had our bread could have come from many different strains of wheat, but now it's only the high yield wheat which are resistant to disease. The second thing is, in order for the wheat dough to be formed into bread, it requires a higher amount of gluten, the protein, to withstand the high-speed rollers and mechanical process that it undergoes.
That's all very interesting. So if you want to go and you think you may have some symptoms, mild perhaps, what would you do to go and try a gluten-free diet?
Well, I think the first thing is to be tested, because you want to find out if you have the gene and do you have a true gluten allergy. That's number one. And then if you do, you definitely avoid gluten. And then if you have a gluten sensitivity, you also just want to pay attention to the gluten in your diet.
And there's a lot of famous folks now that have this problem. I believe it's President Clinton. I think even Chelsea Clinton had a gluten-free wedding cake, we're told. Yeah, there they are. There's the Clintons right there. So there's a lot of famous faces that are sort of the front and center of this movement as well. Now, are there any safe grains?
The safe grains, there are lots of safe grains. So corn, rice, oats, amaranth, teff.
Wow, so those are all okay to eat.
Quinoa, all those are, so you can still have grain, but you just want to have grain that is without gluten.
And what about, like, say, you said rice is okay?
Rice, yes, of course.
White rice even?
Well, white rice is wouldn't be what I would recommend, because you want the benefit of the whole grain, but all types of rice are safe from a gluten standpoint.
So if you do eliminate, like let's just say you eliminate it and you just want to do a test because you want to go on a diet.
Yeah.
How much weight do you think the average person can lose?
Well, it depends on everyone. If you feel that this could be something for you, you can just try eliminating the sources of gluten, which can be a little tricky because they're hidden sources. You know, things like vegetable protein usually means gluten. You have to read labels and give it a try. I would say a couple of pounds. It could be just the bloating that's lost.
And for a lot of the patients that you see that do have this celiac disease, when they go on this gluten-free diet, they feel better?
Immediately.
Immediately?
Mm-hmm.
And immediately meaning a day, 2 days?
Yeah, right away, within a week, I would say.
Oh, that's terrific.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrific. Well, it's certainly interesting that we're seeing this more and more. Thank you for explaining it, because I had a lot of questions about it. So, and always great to see you, Dr. Klauer. Always a friend to Ebru Today.
Great to see you, Mia.